My vision for the world is that we begin to understand each other from a place of not seeing color or race or belief systems, but we begin to understand ourselves as a human species that needs to evolve not alone or apart, but together. My great-grandmother was a medicine woman by the name of Maman. She was from Africa. And my grandfather was a Native American Blackfoot Indian. So I had a very, very interesting combination of two very powerful people growing up in my bloodline. I think when we step into a place of meditation, we step into the heart, we step back into ourselves. And when we step into ourselves, we're able to connect with nature, we're able to connect with other people, we're able to connect with our ancestors, we're able to connect with life. Mostly, I don't show people how to meditate, I show them how to tap into their power. And I want them to find their own connection to meditation. To me, I think every form of meditation should be different for each person. I think that if we try to fit it into a box, then we're missing the whole understanding of spirituality, because spirituality is your own personal journey.
The thing about Durek is that he honors people when he meets them. He honors who they are, not just who they are now, but who they are as a soul to him. And so he allows us to get past this physical body of ourselves. He allows us to remember that connection that we have with something that is larger than ourselves.
So when I'm working with a client, when I'm using my hands, what I'm doing is I'm sending an energy form of love with an understanding of knowledge within that love frequency. So I'm telling that frequency to go into their body, find the distorted frequencies, and communicate to it.
What makes Durek incredibly unique is that he is an entertainer as much as he is a healer and very aware person. He has this exuberant, charismatic energy about him. And I've watched him really touch people who may not otherwise have gotten into healing things because of his presence.
You were a pivotal moment for me and for John. I know, like, it created a purpose. It was like this cross-section of fun, play, and then Shaman Durek came through. And then it opened up a new world of healing and recognizing what came before, and this sense of just like, there's more to be done in this touch. Like, this is it. This is all right here. This is our humanity.
When I was 29 years old, I woke up one morning and my kidneys gave out. I went into 7 rolling seizures, and by the time I get to the hospital, within 5 minutes of being on a hospital stretcher, I suffocated to death and died. After I came out of my coma after months, I was told I was never going to walk again, and that I was paralyzed. And I had my ancestors were there in the room with me in spirit form, and they told me that I could heal my legs, but it was going to take me some time, that I had to be comfortable being in a wheelchair. But at that point, while I was in the hospital, I knew who I was. I already identified with being Shaman Durek, but it became more clear when I came back from dying. The tribal markings experience for me was, in shamanism, a warrior, before he goes, he gets marked because you don't know what his life journey is going to be. He could come back or he might not come back to the tribe. When a shaman becomes a shaman, there's, in a lot of ancient tribes, they do markings. I was being marked before I went through this transition to be brought back into my life, to be where I am today. And now I'm in a different transition in my life right now. I'm in the transition where I'm stepping in front of the world in a huger way. And I feel this makes the best time for me to re-establish that energy for myself, of remembering when, of what I went through, and also the journey that's ahead.
Oh my gosh, honey, how are you? I can't even hear you.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, darling. Oh, look at you. You look so handsome, so great. Are you still in LA? Where are you?
I am in LA. I just got in from Istanbul. Remember last I spoke to you with the rockets going by my window? You were freaking out.
Oh my gosh, please. It's like unbelievable. So when did you leave?
I left not like a week ago. I'm going back though in November, but I'm gonna go to Israel first. And I'm planning a trip to go to Iran next year to do some speaking.
Wow. You're going back there, darling, with all of the things that are going on? I mean, they have so much turmoil going on over in that.
Mother, I'm needed there. I mean, if I just sit back and sit under a coconut tree, what kind of shaman am I? Seriously. When I travel to different cities of the world, I look for the commonality between people. And I look for the message that the city is crying out to heal from. Every time I touch down on the earth of a new place, a new country, a new city, I hear the problems of that place. What is happening to the earth, the people, what the people need to do to change and make discoveries within themselves. So what I'm looking for right now is stuff to deal with heavy-duty negativity, heavy-duty suffering. So I need stuff that is really gonna be like, impactful on a core level from Colombia, so I can bring it into these countries I'm at.
I just wanted to let you know most of the hard herbs that are coming from Peru is the ones that we want to work with for your purposes.
Perfect.
I think that's
what I want.
definitely what you want.
Right.
Do we have to say goodbye?
My vision is that we begin to go through all of our systems, our educational system, our government, the way we interact with one another on social levels, and begin to change the infrastructure that supports a more social exchange of ideas, conversation, as well as support and well-being. To make awareness and systems changes for us to be able to change our technology from being narcissistic to much more productive in our evolutionary process. We can still simplify things for ourselves, but to simplify it in a way that supports the greater whole, not just an individualized self. We have an ability, because of all the knowledge that we have in our beings, to change our circumstances for the better. And all it's going to take is a willingness and a passion and devotion to see our species evolved.